Well, it's a great day for a property butler. 14 feet, 9 foot, barricaded off, secure storage for the cabinets. Got that set up. Rest of the cabinets are out that were stored inside. Rest of the demo is coming out right now, waiting on a meeting to happen, and then getting this stuff out so we can restore the kitchen to order. Gone. And then that's the rest of it right there. Negative air system's working great. So yeah, we got a meeting. Got to figure out framing all that in and that, but yeah, should be good to go. Got this wiring to do today as well. Definitely a different pace from the last 3 days. Good God. But we did it. Now it's time to get it all ready and put it back. Van is empty. And I got the growth chart sitting over here. And a pretty cool plan in the works for that guy. So this is our shop. Got a gym on that side. 2-car garage. Do a lot of work in here. Fantastic. Back to the job site. So that foil that you saw, which is like that, is a plenum duct. Basically, it runs all the way down through here, so I'm not going to be able to fish through here for the island pendants I'm going to have to attach onto these circuits here. But I'm going to work right now on that set of switches, getting them down around the corner over there. All right, so I've got this 4-gang switch box going in here. I've got the wires fished down, and then I allocated the placement of table, rear cans, front cans, and pendants, and then under counter based on the switches in the other room. So I transferred that to this box right here so I know where the positions are. And then basically what I'll do, got them right there, fished them over, and so I'll make up the junctions inside of this box, put a 3-gang blank cover on it, and be good to go. This is my under counter feed, so I need to get this away from this area right here, but I'm gonna have to do some more fishing. And again, because I can't cross over with that plenum duct, I have to group 2 pendants on with these recess lights. There's gonna be 2 more at least, maybe 3 more recess lights over here. I still need to have one here, so maybe there'll be 4. Not sure yet, but that's what's going on next. All right, lights are back on. New switch location again is on the outside. So here's what I do. Label all of the individual circuits, the junctions. That way, just like we did, connected it, flip the breaker back on, and it works. Tighten this up, strap these guys together, and get them up. All right, that box is gone. This 1 wire sitting here is an under counter lighting feed, and what that does is connect to the 4th position on the switch out here, and that is a non-dimmable load, so that way the under counter lights here, here, and here activate. I'll get that figured out when I get into fishing these countertop outlets back down below. Let's go get this plate on and call it a day. All right, and then out here, there's my 4 switches. Same position as what was on the other side. And there's my extra pack of screws once that switch gets in. I've got these dimmers and they are active, so we are good to go. And that's a wrap on today. Not bad. Back to me. All right, welcome to kitchen renovation day 5. So as I shared yesterday, I've got a duct running down through here. I've got to get 3 cans across here and then 1 over to here, so when the door's open for the pantry, it pushes light in. I've also got the trims to retrofit these to LED. I'm gonna go probably 3,500 Kelvin to bring a little bit more white into this than amber, but they're adjustable, so we'll dial it all in, and then I'm gonna get the configuration of where the island's gonna be to be able to extend off of the recess zone and put 2 pendant fixtures in, and we're gonna get that going. And then I also need to get this under counter switch leg fed over and landed somewhere. I was gonna do it down here, but I've already got plenty of wires in that corner, which will feed into the island. So good bunch of hodgepodge miscellaneous stuff, but ultimately I got to tighten this up and close up the room. Cabinets coming in next week. Let's make it happen. And here we have the cabinets. Looking great. I love the smell of new wood. Super excited. Keep it moving. All right, time to lay out the ceiling. So I've got a laser that's running to this recess can here. It's gonna shine down into the pantry, to the next recess can. It is kind of like right in this general area right here. It's gonna be 51 inches to match what that is. So I can just simply run over, hit that line there. And then this guy here, I can center it as best as possible. I do have some framing I've got to factor in, but I'll replicate that here and here as well. And so that way, symmetrically, when you're looking down through here, that's going to be closed off. These three line up just like these three line up and these three line up. Let's make it happen. And so here you have it, dead center, dead center. That one's ready to cut, and the last one's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I've got to do some modifications, but fortunately that piece of wood right there is just a connector. The actual truss is here and here, so I'll have to notch that, but good to go. On to the next. And so there's the third one right there, which lines up with this guy. And so now we'll put our third one in down here, and that'll finish the additional lights, get it wired up, and then get ready for the pendants. See how these guys look. All right, got these cans ready to go. So again, that's centered on the pantry, far enough back to where the light will cascade in. Got these three in a straight run here. And then I jumped from there over to here because again, I've got that plenum duct running through. Good stuff. Let's get these wired up and then get focused on those two pendants going there. Nice big change. Kind of puts it in perspective. So as you can see over here with the pantry, plenty of light in here. It's good stuff. So now I'm working on trying to figure out how to tie this island in. I think it's a little bit too risky. I'd rather wait until it's installed so I can simply go up and, you know, mark the spots just like I did this. 4 in a row here, 3 in a row, 3 in a row. I like perfection. So that's going to be a wrap for right now. I'm going to jump on this guy here, get this disconnected, and safely terminated. Well, that's a wrap for today. Back at it tomorrow. Welcome to kitchen renovation day 6. So right now, we're in the process of looking at the pop-up countertop outlets and also the lighting needs for the low voltage feeds. So I've got my jumper off of this outlet coming down, gonna leave a tail of Romex sticking out here. Same thing on this side right here, drop that in. And then again, where my 2 LT points are right there, I've got to run 16-2 low voltage wire, which will feed from a plug-in where this is going to be located somewhere in the uppers. So I'm in the process of working on that. So let's get that rocked out first. All right, so I've got all these closed off. Plates on. You see it's behind the flush part of the drywall, so the granite or the whatever surface they're using can sit flush and glue in. And so what I did at this location here and that location there, we've got pop-up counter outlets. And so whether you read English or Spanish, you'll know to take this wire in the back of that cabinet. And then the same thing on the other side. And that spool of wire down there is for the island. So that's getting run under with a Raceway PVC. So I got that done. Now I'm going to get into landing this under counter feed so I can close that up, set it up in some cabinets somewhere, and then run low voltage under counter, low voltage LED wire, probably over here and then over there. Let's get to that. So here's something a lot of people don't know about fishing wires. That's a glow rod that's in there. It runs all the way out to the other side over here. Here's a trick. These recess cans make tremendous fishing holes. There's 4 screws and the can pushes into the ceiling, and then I've got a 6-inch access hole so I can get the Romex now fed here, tied onto the stick right there, pulled through, drop down, and then that last little 2 feet I can send it over by hand to fish it down and get it into that box right there. So that's a wrap. Trim is back up. Same thing as below. English, Spanish. Got to get a shallow box right there. I don't want to punch through the block, but that's good to go. That depth right there is covered through the upper set of cabinets. So that's going to be a pause for right now. I need to get my low voltage wires down. I've got a 16-2 speaker wire, so it'll go there and then feed to that side. Let's get that done. All right, good stuff. I've got my low voltage feeds right here. Now I ran 3 wires because I've got an upper set of cabinets here, the under counter, and then on this left side, low voltage. So I've got my left here, and as you can see over there, my upper and lower. Now with this backsplash being full and nothing exposed, I was able to basically tape it because I do not want these wires getting cut. It's 16-2 speaker wire, the same capacity. I've got that profile covering this. That's good to go. And so I made sure, measured over accurately to land where it says LT and LT as well. Now here's something that's pretty cool. Tomorrow, I'm relocating this range wire right here to where the double ovens will go on this side. I'm able to utilize the same cable, and while fishing this guy, I located it. So that's a 50 amp circuit. And so that's gonna be pulled over. I'll get it up and I'll chase it, pull it up and bring it over there. I'm saying it's 50, it could be a 30, I don't know. I didn't look at the breaker, but that's clearly a range wire. So I'll get that taken care of. So that finishes up this section. I still have to figure out what's happening with the cooktop, with this vent unit. I may have to change this out to a 6-inch round. I'm not quite sure yet. That'll be Friday's project. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get this range pulled over for here for the power, get the water line pulled up on top. There's a filtration system that sits on top of the cabinet. Refrigerator power heads over as well. So I'm gonna work on the bar right now and do the under counter lights in that. All right, in the bar area here, plan calls for 2 shelves with lighting going there. So I measured it. Basically what I did was I used that as a brand new power source. Low voltage wires are there, triggered off of this. And then I've got 1 low voltage feed there and 1 sitting there. And so it's good to go. That's it for today. Back to the fun tomorrow.